Okay. So hello everyone. This is part 68 of our playlist Full Stack Python, and this is our training course. This is our training course. In this training course, we are learning theory in depth, as well as we are learning programming in depth. Okay. So this is not just a video lecture. This is a training course. Here you will learn theory. Theory means you will learn each and every concept. Also, you will see the program based on the concept. Okay, it is not like this. We are only covering theory, but we are not covering program. It is not like this. We are covering theory, also relevant program we are writing. Correct. So this is what a training course. This is not just a video. Okay. So let's start our today's lecture. Okay, and this is a lecture of advanced Python. Okay, in advanced Python we are learning object oriented programming. Okay, so this is a part of advanced Python. Okay, so in this video we are going to learn about encapsulation. See, what is encapsulation? Encapsulation is a process of grouping data and operations which operate on data into single entity. Correct. Binding data with related operations is called encapsulation. Okay, so this is a very simple definition. Means if you want like encapsulation, you can say like group the data as well as methods in a single unit. In a single unit. Okay, for example, in a class we have some member variables as well as member methods. So that member methods can only access the data. Okay, member method can only access the data. For example, this is what? This is a class. This is what? A class. Inside class, we have variables. Okay, variables. Or we can say member. Okay, member variables of this class, and we have methods. Method. So what is the mean of encapsulation? Encapsulation means is the methods which is inside the class. The methods which is inside in the class, they can only access the data member, only same class methods can access. So this is the part of encapsulation. Variables, or we can say data members. Data members can have more than one, and member methods can have more than one. But member method of the same class can access the data of the same class. Okay, not other methods which is outside the class cannot access the data member of the class. Okay, so this is the mean of encapsulation. Encapsulation means provide the kind of security, sense of security by grouping relevant data and relevant method in a single unit. Okay, or we can say in a single entity. Correct. And see this encapsulation. Encapsulation means in a class we have variables and we have methods, and we are combining methods as well as variables in a single unit, or we can say single entity, and then that single entity is known as class. That single entity is known as class. Now we will see what are the advantages of encapsulation. What are the advantages of the encapsulation? So advantage of encapsulation, the very first advantage of encapsulation is data hiding. Okay, encapsulation provide the feature of data hiding so that we can protect our data. And binding means we can bind our data with particular methods. So this is known as binding. Data hiding means not other class can access or other functions can access the data of a particular class. This is means data hiding. Data we are hiding data. And binding means like we are binding that data with relevant function of the same class. Correct. Now we will see what is data hiding. What is data hiding? Okay, preventing data access from unrelated operations is called data hiding. Okay, you can hide your data with unrelated operations, or we can say unrelated functions, because function perform operation. Okay, if the function inside the class, it is known as member method. If the function is outside the class, it is known as function. Correct. So this allows developing secured application. Okay, with the help of encapsulation, we can develop what? Secured application, because encapsulation provide our a feature which is known as data hiding. If our data is hiding, means our data is protected, then we can say we can develop a secured application. Correct. All right. Now we will see what is binding. What is the mean of binding? Linking data with related operations. Operations means methods. Okay, member methods of the class perform operation on which member data members on data members. Okay, member functions. Okay, for example, there is function on the class, so it will perform operation on data of the class. Correct. So linking data with operation is called binding. Means we are binding the function with class data. This is known as binding. And bind. So why we are binding? So that only the member methods of the class can access data members. Okay, the member methods of the class can access what data of the same class, not other function. Okay, encapsulation is implemented using class. Encapsulation is implemented using class. Writing a class is nothing but building one data type. Writing a class is nothing but building one data type. Okay, we can say user defined data type. Whenever you want to develop your own data type, then what you will do? You will create a class. You will create a class in order to create a user defined data type, or we can say new data type. Class is a collection of variable objects, or we can say objects, okay, and methods. Class is a collection of objects and methods, because in the class we have variables, we have data, and we have operation, and operation performed on data of the class. Okay, class is a collection of attributes and methods. Okay, methods or member functions. Member function is also known as member method of the class. Okay, see what is the syntax. First we will write keyword, which is class, then we can write class name. Okay, then we can write data type name. Correct. So variables, fields, or attributes, like same thing. Okay, you can say variables, field, or attribute. And methods are nothing but function. Okay, with the help of function we can perform operation on what? On attributes, on field, on variables of the class. Correct. See this, variables defines inside the class are two types. Variables defined inside the class are two types. So two types of variable we can define inside the class. Inside what? Inside the class. First one is instance variable or object level variable. Second one is class level variable. One we can define instance level or object level variable, and class level variables. Correct. Remember this thing. Now, methods defined inside class are three types. There are three ways to define methods inside class. How many ways? Three types. Okay, so there are three types of methods what we define inside the class. Okay, so see, the first one is instance method or object level method. Class level methods we can define, and we can define static methods. Okay, we will see in detail as well. Don't worry, we will see in detail just for knowledge. Remember these things. Okay, variables defines properties of object. Okay, in object we have property. Okay, for example, it is an object. For example, this is what? Object. So inside object we have two things. One is property of the object, and behavior of the object. And this property as well as behavior, this property and behavior based on the class of the object. Okay, because object is what? Class is what? A blueprint for object. So this property of the object and behavior of the object based on class. Okay, methods defines functionality of object. Methods define what? Functionality of object. Okay, see what is the instance method or object level methods? What is the instance method and object level method? See this. A methods defined inside the class. Whatever methods you will define inside the class with first argument as self. Okay, for example, if you are writing methods inside the class, for example, this is okay. How we can create class? In order to create the class, you will write keyword, which is class. After that, you will write the name of the class like car, then colon. Okay, now you will be careful of indentation, and here you will write. Okay, so in the class, how you can define methods like this: def and start. Okay, and if it is start is instance method of the class. Okay, if it is what? Instance method, so it should be have parameter which is self. It should have parameters which is self. So the method which containing self as a parameter, first parameter as a self, known as which method? This method is known as, see, instance. Okay, instance method instance method of the class. Okay, a method defined inside a class with first argument as self is called instance method or object label method. So this method is what? Object label method, or we can say instance method. Why? Because the first parameter of this method is self. All right, correct? Okay, this method is bind with object name and cannot invoke out without creating object. Okay, so whenever you will create the object of this car class, whenever you create the object of car class, then only you can access. So how we can create the object? Okay, for example, car class like BMW. This is what object. How we can create object? Here I will write car. Okay, and see in the presentation also there, like how we can create. See, okay, so we will write here car and parenthesis. So this is the object of which class? Car class. Correct. See, this methods used to perform object level operation. So this method, which method? Start method can perform object level operations. Correct. Okay. So you cannot invoke this function directly. This start function cannot be invoked, or we can call it directly. We cannot write like this. We cannot write like this. Start. Okay. This will give error. What we will do? We will call this function with the help of object of the car class. So what is the object? BMW. Dot, then we will write the function name. Okay, like this we can access its function. For example, we have a list 1 containing some data like 10, 20 and 30. So list what? A object. Okay, what is the class of which class object? This is a list class object. So if you want to call the function of list class, so what you will do? You will write object name. Okay, list 1 is an object, then you will call the function with the help of dot, and here you will write function name, append. And if you want to append 10 or something, 11, so you can append like this. So you are calling which class function? List class function. That's why you are writing list objects. List 1 is what? Object of list class. Same here. This is BMW is object of which class? Car class. List 1 is an object of which class? List class. Same here, BMW is an object of car class, and start is a function inside what? Inside car class. And append is a function inside what? List class. Okay, list is a predefined class, but car is a user defined class. Correct? Hope you are getting. Okay. See, what is self? What is self? Self is a name of parameter or argument. Self refer to the object. Okay, self refer to the current object, we can say. Instance method hold the reference of current object on which it is invoked using self. Okay, for example, you are calling which function? Start function by the object. So self refers to the current invoked object. Or we can say function. Current function. So what is the syntax? We will write syntax like def, then method name, then we will write self, and we will write number of arguments. Then we will write a statement, and then we will write second statement. And this method we will write inside what? Inside a class. Inside a class, because this is a member method. For example, see here, what is this? We have car class. We have which class? Car class we have, and then we have a function which is start function, and first parameter is what? Self. So this is what? Instance method, or we can say object label method. And inside this function, what we have? Car started, and self print the address of the current object. And then we have another function which is stop. This is also an instance method. Why? Because the first argument of this function is self. This is what? Instance method. And inside the stop method we have self, then car stop. Okay, self will print the current invoked object name. Okay, whatever object will invoke this stop function, it will print the address of that object. And what we are doing, in order to access these functions like start and stop, you have to create the object of which class? Car class. So creating object of car class, so that we can access start function as well as stop function. So od is what? An object of which class? Car class. Od.start. Od is the object of car class, so od can access which function? Start function. Correct. And we have another object which is BMW. VMW is the object of which class? Car class. Okay, VMW is object of car class. So we can access start with the help of VMW object, correct? And we can stop. We can also access stop function with the help of Audi object. Okay, car object which is Audi, and we can stop. We can access or call the stop method as well with the help of VMW object of the class. Okay, so we are printing what? We are printing address as well. Address as well. So first it will print the address of which invoked object. For example, it is Audi object is calling which function? Start function. Start function. Okay, this is the start function. So it will print object address first, then it will print start. Okay, see. So it is printing object like this. Main dot car object add, and this, see, this one and this one is same. Why? Because the first one and third one, the first one and the third one. Okay, because okay, this one is third. Okay, so this is the object of Audi class. This is also an object of Audi class. So both objects have same address. This is BMW and this is BMW. So second and last, this one and this one is same. See the address? This address is same and this address is same. Because BMW and BMW have the same address, and Audi we have same address. Okay, and then this function is calling car start. Car start. Okay, this is which car? This is which car? This is Audi car started, and this is BMW car started. Okay, let me clean the board so that you can easily see. Okay, so we are calling which function? Which function? Audi dot start. So which car start? Audi will start. Then again we are calling which function? BMW dot start. Start. So BMW will start. Okay, then we are stopping which? Audi. We are stopping Audi, and we are stopping what? BMW. So this is what? This is what? This is Audi, and this one is BMW. Okay, this one is Audi stop, and this one is also Audi. Okay, the last one is what? BMW. Okay, so Audi and Audi contain the same address. See this address and see this Audi address. Same, and BMW object will contain the same address. I hope you are getting now. Okay, see this example. We are creating which class? We are creating list class. Inside list class, we are creating a function append. Okay, and we are printing inside append. We are printing append method, and def remove. Okay, we have remove method. We are printing remove method. Insert method. We are printing insert method. Okay, so in order to access this function, we cannot access this function directly. We cannot access this function directly. Okay, because of the encapsulation. So how we can access this function? First, we will create list class object. So this is how we can create list class object. So this one is a object of list class. So with the help of list one, which is object of this class, we can access which function? Append function we can access. Okay, list one dot remove. We can access remove method as well. List one dot insert. Okay, list one dot insert. So we can access insert method as well. Then we can create another object which is list two. With the help of list two object, we can access append, insert as well as remove. Okay, how many methods are there? Member methods: append, remove, and insert. Correct? Okay, and here is the output. Okay, so everyone, your task is to execute each and every program so that you can understand correctly. Okay, and I will upload this presentation, and you can find out the link in the description and download this presentation and practice. Don't stop your practice. Okay, and later and very soon I'm going to start a new channel for interview coding practice. Okay, where you will find all the interview related coding challenge. Okay, like interview question which is already asked in like companies like Google, Flipkart, or Amazon. Okay, I will create a channel where you can find all the previously asked programming questions. Okay, all right. Now see this example of instance method with parameters. Okay, what is the class name? Calculator is a class. How many methods are there? First method is what? Add method. Second method is subtract method. Two methods are there. So this is add method is member method of the class. This is what? Member method of the class. And the first parameter is self, means this is a instance method. And the first parameter is what? Self means this is what method? Instance method. Okay, because parameter, first parameter is what? Self. So we will create the object of which class? Calculator class. Okay, so what is the object name? Cal1. Okay, so we will call add function. We can call add function with the help of cal1, calc1. Okay, because this is the object of calculator class. And we, whenever we call add function, we will pass two values, n1 value as well as n2 values. When we call sub function, we will also pass two values, n1 values and n2 values. This function will return sum. So this sum will store inside what? Result1. This will return subtraction. So it will store inside what? Result2. And then we will print result1 and result2. So here, this is how you can find the output. Okay. And see this example. For example, we have a class. We have a class robo class. And the functionality of this class is talk. Robo can talk. So we have self as well as message. If self is there, if first parameter is self, means this is instance method. And message is what? Print message. See this? What we are doing here, we are creating object of which class? Robo class. And if you created object, which is object? Robo1. And with the help of robo1.talk, we can access which function? Talk function we can access. And we are passing what argument? Hello. We are passing a string to which this parameter message. So it will print message. Message means hello. It will print. Then we are again creating another robo which class? Robo class, which is robo2. And we are saying robo2 talk. And we are passing a string what? Bye. Correct. So it will print bye. So see, hello and bye. All right. So thank you everyone for giving your valuable time. Okay, everyone, please practice of this questions like what is encapsulation, and try to write the code on encapsulation. All the code is tested, means there is no error in the code. You can modify the code, you can change the code. Okay, write maximum program based on encapsulation and class and object. Okay, in this video we discussed only about methods of the class. In the next video we will discuss variables of the class. Okay, we will discuss about variables of the class. Okay, so thank you everyone for giving your valuable time. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this video and listening to this video. All right, everyone, please keep practice and don't forget to smile. Okay, and very soon I will upload the interview questions on a channel on the coding challenge. Okay, I will create a challenge. I will create a channel for coding challenge where you will find all the questions related to what? Related to इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस, लाइक उसमें सारे वैसे क्वेश्चन होंगे जो कि Amazon फ्लिपकार्ट में पूछे गए हैं ऑलरेडी. ओके, तो उसमें वही क्वेश्चंस को हम देखेंगे, उसमें लॉजिक बिल्ड करने का देखेंगे किस तरह से उसमें लॉजिक बिल्ड होगा, किस तरह से कैसी चीज हो रही है. Once you understand the logic of 100 programs, then definitely you can write 10 programs logic. Then definitely you can write at least 5 program knowledge logics. Okay, for example, if you done like 10,000 program, so definitely you can write 100 programs logic. Okay, so it based on how many programs you practice. So then only you can create the logical break. Okay, if you practice like 10 programs only, so hardly you can write 1.5 program. Okay, you cannot think the logic. Why? Because you didn't try so many programs. You have tried so many programs. So don't worry, I am here to help you. I will create a channel where we like discuss coding problems as well. Okay, and these videos will continue, and the challenge will also you can see in another channel. Okay, so thank you everyone for giving your valuable time. Okay, bye everyone. Take care.